What's going on, Dennis fam?
Welcome back, guys. I am slowly starting to feel back to myself. I do
sound like a man right now.
But we're still going to answer.
But you're a hot man, right?
Sure. We're still going to answer all these pregnancy questions for you all.
Because we just hit the third trimester, guys.
Which is insane. And it's September 1st when we're filming this. And that means we can now say he will be here next month.
Right, it's crazy.
It's insane. Well, we're thinking he will be. If something happens and
it'll be in October, but it won't be like exactly 1 month from today.
Yeah, we don't know exactly when in October, but I doubt there's any way I'll make it to my due date in November. So let's answer your all's questions.
What are your current pregnancy cravings?
Honestly, I feel like I don't have any right now.
You don't have any pregnancy cravings?
Right now, I'm still like my biggest one's like cheese fries. I feel like flavorful drinks.
Well, it's hard because she just got done being sick,
and I really haven't been craving a lot, and I'm still getting
hot dogs. Oh yes, she has been craving hot dogs. How do we forget hot dogs?
And because I eat them every day, it doesn't feel like a craving. It feels like a satisfaction.
We got the biggest deal the other day on our hot dogs. They were $8 off, so we got 28 hot dogs for $8.
Nathan's hot dogs, man. If y'all ever want to do like a video together of me eating your hot dogs, they're the best.
Hot dog eating competition, me versus Lexi.
Okay, wow. I don't know who could win that. Probably
I'm not
you.
gonna win. I don't like hot dogs that
much.
much.
Yeah, that's definitely it.
Favorite places for maternity clothes?
Favorite places? Oh, man.
Like shops.
I have a bunch. I feel like I wear the most. Honestly, my Aerie leggings and stuff, and then like shirts and tops. I just get oversized stuff from, I don't know, where have I been wearing my clothes from?
Sexy Mama Maternity?
Sexy Mama Maternity. I love their dresses. They are so nice for maternity. Mom Cozy sent me a pair of leggings, and those were amazing for maternity. But shirts, I feel like I've just been wearing like oversized.
I was gonna say, just get extra large shirts.
Like this one's an extra large, and it's my only extra large, so it's like the comfy. Because a large is kind of tight on the stomach now, but I still like to wear them. I have them all linked though.
You can go on Amazon.
Yeah, Amazon. I have them all linked on my Amazon storefront and LTK that I've been wearing.
How is everything going? Has it been smooth or really rough considering this is your first?
Honestly, a lot smoother than I expected.
Mm-hmm.
It's been smooth for like baby and grow and all that, but here recently trying to control my sugars with me being sick has been harder. I feel like the diabetes plays a big role in like, if I didn't have diabetes, this pregnancy I feel like would have been so smooth. Like I would probably have like 10 kids. That's how smooth it's been. Besides,
10?
I haven't birthed him yet, so I don't know about that.
That's way too many kids. Like, you need to calm down with that.
I feel like it's been good, don't you think?
I would say other than just like some sad spells. Sad spells.
And then
you haven't really been sick other than just having sinus.
Yeah, just this week with sinuses.
I think that was anything to do with pregnancy.
No, just me being
because I was sick first.
Yeah, it was our allergies really got the best of us, but I think it's been pretty good.
What's the baby's name?
His name is Jimmy Johns. Because we're not going to tell you what his real name is until he makes his big arrival.
Because it wouldn't be any fun if we just told you all right now.
It wouldn't. It would take all the fun out of it.
So when we post the picture on Instagram probably?
Yes.
Or are we going to make a video out of it?
I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. I haven't decided how we're going to do it. But we definitely will release it as soon as you all see him.
Like our first post of the baby.
But who knows? We might put it on Instagram. We might put it in the YouTube video. You'll have to wait and see.
So make sure you're following on Instagram.
We have
so you can see that.
We do have a lot. And we're going to the doctor weekly. And then we see how much he weighs this next Tuesday. So go follow us on Instagram.
So you can get daily updates.
Definitely. And you want to know how much he's weighing because I'm curious too.
Does it hurt more in the morning, at night, or random parts of the day, just on and off?
I don't feel like I ever really hurt. I've really started to get Braxton Hicks contractions, and those are just like a tight cramp.
Well, when would you say you get the most kicks? Like, when's he kick you the most?
I would say when I'm sitting down, so in the mornings, when I lay there in bed a little longer, or right before bed, or when I'm sitting on the couch about to eat something, I feel like I kick him. He's starting.
You kick him?
He kicks me. I feel like he's starting to kick so much more though now that it's really just kind of an all day thing. But I'm never in pain from it. I haven't experienced any pain yet. Stairs though, those are
painful.
Those are pretty painful. But yeah, that's about it honestly.
Baby names you love but won't be using.
We liked Aspen
Ace.
and Spencer, but we won't probably ever use Spencer because we like the name, but we just don't think it fits us.
Right, like we want something that's like
Different.
not normal, but not like totally wacky. Like we name it like Cactus or something like totally random.
Or like Jim, like the basic names. We just want something different and creative, and it was so hard for us to find our like fit because all these ones we just said we probably won't even use with our next
and
kids.
something short, because who wants to spell a long name in school
Yeah.
or do all that? That's
Definitely.
Or you could just be like Ace instead of hey Christopher Michael Robbins. I feel like it's like so
Or
much
like
work.
you don't go by your first name and I don't go by my first name, so that's why we picked the name we did. So it's short. There's your first another hint that it is a short name.
It's not like super short. I would say it's 5 letters.
It's 2 syllables.
I don't know what that means, but
Like
5 letters.
when you say Lexi, Christian. Oh, you thought. So, yep, those are the names.
When do you think you really started to show? I'm 8 weeks and so excited for the bump.
When do you think I did?
Like 15?
15 or like
The teens?
15 to 20, I feel like I really started to pop. But going back and looking at pictures, I thought in the first trimester I was showing, but like I wasn't. I go back and I was looking at like my bump update videos and I was like, girl, you still look like you have abs in those videos. What are you talking about? You think you had a baby bump. So yeah, I feel like the transition from the end of the
I feel like
first
the teens
trimester,
area.
the teens into the 20s is when I really started to show. But it's funny because I really didn't start to feel him kick till like 27, week 28. And really right now is when I'm feeling him like nonstop.
I can feel him now. How about that?
Yeah, Christian can feel him now. So that shows how
He's a
far.
wild boy.
Oh, he's crazy.
He kicks a lot.
He does kick a lot.
How are you feeling now that you're at your final stretch?
I am ready for him to be here. If I didn't have diabetes, I wouldn't be so self-conscious about him in there and not having control over him yet. And I know most people are like, yeah, I want him to stay in there forever so I can protect him. I'm kind of like, I want him out immediately to make sure like he's okay and my blood sugars don't affect him if they go up or go down. So
It's more stressful having him in for you.
Yeah, it's more stressful having him in, the mental health and all that too. And I know it'll be a big change after he gets here too, postpartum. So I feel like the feeling of the final stretch is like, okay, we're getting there.
Yeah, we're just honestly excited to see him.
We are so excited, and we never get to see him in his ultrasounds because he's always facing the other way. So I feel like if we can see him this Tuesday, it'll be like, oh wow, like that's what he looks like. It'll be pretty crazy. But the countdown is literally not. I'll be 29 weeks this Friday, so next Friday will be like the countdown.
He's really starting to grow, so like you can actually tell a difference now in like the ultrasounds, where like the whole second trimester ultrasounds, you don't really notice that
No,
much
you
difference.
really couldn't. And he weighed 2.3 pounds 3 weeks ago, almost 4. No, I think
it's just 3.
I think it was 3. So, and he was already ahead of schedule because he was supposed to weigh 2.3 right now. So I have a feeling he's going to be 3 pounds. How much do you
3?
think?
I don't know. I just like to go in there and they tell me. 'Cause I don't like to guess.
I think he'll be 3 pounds.
Do you feel like your body is eating insulin at this point? I went through a lot at the end.
Oh, so much. Like, if you're a diabetic, you know how much you average and stuff. And let's just say when I eat 30 carbs now, I have to take 20 to 25 units of insulin. And with me being sick, my sugars have been higher. So I've been going through, like, I went through 2 insulin pens, I feel like, this last week. Because it's insane. Like, I'm juggling the Omnipod and taking shots right now to give me more
And
insulin.
the shots are nasty. This woman's going through it. She's got bruises everywhere.
And they don't hurt, you know, if you're
But they freak me
diabetic.
out.
But Christian's over here like, you have bruises all over you. And I'm like, oh, yeah, I do have a bruise there from the shot. But I definitely agree with you on that. I feel like my body is like living off, well, I mean, it is living off insulin, but like, that's all it wants right now is insulin. Totally agree.
How far along are you?
I am 28 and 6 days. So tomorrow I'll be 29. So basically,
It'll be 29 when you all see it.
29 weeks pregnant.
How did you know you were pregnant?
I had no clue I was pregnant. Like, we kind of thought it because I ate steak that night and I threw it up. and I never throw up.
But we took some precautions.
Yeah, we took
But
precautions.
the precautions didn't work, so,
Thinking there was no way I was pregnant. And Christian was like, I had one pregnancy stick left at the house because I just kept them there. I always am the one that overthinks it, and it always is negative. So I was like, okay, I'm going to take it because I just feel like weird.
Mm-hmm.
No, I didn't want to take it, and you were like, just take it and get it over with. It's going to be negative. I was like, okay, and I didn't set up the camera because we literally thought there was no way that I was pregnant. And it came back like that. And Christian and me, we both looked at each other and
we
were
were
like...
definitely in shock for a while.
We were in shock, and I wish you all really could have saw our initial reaction. But we ran to the store, and then you saw our second reaction of us taking more tests to believe that... I took like 5 tests that night.
We took a lot.
To believe that I was pregnant.
But if you all want to see the video, we will link it. Does having type 1 diabetes make your pregnancy more difficult, and what is it like?
Yeah, but difficult kind of in a good way.
I would say, like, you can't eat whatever you want.
Right.
Well...
I mean, you can when your sugars are good, but towards the end it gets harder because you have to make sure your blood sugars are below 150 to 70. And it's just harder to keep up with that because how much insulin you're taking into. I really don't want to take as much insulin, but even like 2 carbs now I have to take insulin for.
And I would say it makes you more stressed and worried for the baby's health.
Yeah, more stressed and worried for the baby. Even though everything's going good, and if you're a good diabetic, it isn't nothing really to worry about. It's just know that it's going to be more stressful on you having diabetes, being pregnant, but it's definitely doable.
But it's not as bad as, like, people told you pregnancy would be before you got pregnant.
Oh, no, I was terrified. Like, I did not want kids at first because I was terrified of having diabetes and a baby. But it's definitely doable.
What are your favorite maternity leggings?
My favorite? I'll say my favorite maternity that isn't really maternity are the airy crossovers. Mm-hmm. Those have been, I've worn them this entire pregnancy. I actually have them on right now, the shorts. But then Mom Cozy sent me my first like maternity ones that fit like the full bump, and those are really nice. Along with some I found on Amazon. I have all of them linked, of course, in my Amazon storefront and LTK, but those are probably my go-to ones. But if you're looking to invest in something you can use after pregnancy, definitely the airy ones because they're just the best.
How many kids do you want?
Honestly, depending on how this labor goes,
I think
we might adopt the next one.
We don't know though, but our max, I think we want at most 5, right?
4 or 5.
4 or 5.
We definitely are adopting no matter what because we just feel led to adopt because Christian was adopted and we always just wanted to go that route in the first place, even though we were blessed to have kids. I think later on down the road I might have more once we're more like settled and like I have the time to like take care of me, but it's going to be harder having the time to take care of me along with another kid and then being pregnant. So
but I will help you, girl.
That is,
I am there for you. Things you're most excited about?
all of it. Like, when I say I'm really not scared for birth, I'm not. I just have like the thoughts of everything's going to go well. He's got to get here either way, so we're going to go in with good thoughts. I'm not really freaking out. I might freak out when the time comes, but I'm just have good thoughts.
I'm probably more scared than Lexi because
definitely
that stuff freaks me out.
I'm just ready for him to be here and see him in his unique way. I've always dreamed of being a mom, and like I always wanted to be the mom and be a stay-at-home mom, but I never thought that was a thing. Like where we grew up, no one really, well, your mom is a stay-at-home mom kind of, but I never grew up around anyone that was like that. Only saw it like on social media, and like being able to be one is insane, and it feels just so rewarding.
I would say my favorite part is going to be walking the kid and going on trips. Family trips will be fun.
Christian is going to be such a good dad. He is so excited. You should see him in the nursery, which those videos are coming up of us reviewing the nursery. So don't forget to subscribe, guys. We have literally the craziest things about to go on in our life.
I'm in my 3rd trimester and my blood sugar has been skyrocketing. Can you relate? I would say yes, with the sickness.
Sickness for sure. It's really a bad timing for you to ask that question because I feel like I was actually getting my sugars under control.
You were doing really good for a while.
Until I got sick, but I feel like it is harder to keep them lower because the insulin sensitivity in the 3rd trimester is awful. And I'm only on going into my 2nd week of the 3rd trimester. And it's also just like, Come on, insulin, work faster. Feels like you have to take insulin 20 minutes before you get your food so you don't have a sugar rise. So I will agree on that one. That is the end of our questions. Thank you all so much for asking them, and we'll see you on the next one.
Peace.